Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a long time since my last video. I've been super busy, but with the release of Grand Theft Auto, the Definitive Edition on Xbox Series X and all the other consoles, I have to do these videos. This is my favourite game of all time. Actually, number 3 is my favourite, but they're all very, very special to me. I'm going to be 100% in every single game, so I'm going to be doing an achievement guide for pretty much every achievement. Going to start by doing the firefighter missions. I'm going to explain why that's a good idea as I go through it, but for now, I'm going to head outside and show you where to grab a fire truck. Alright, so looking at the map here, just near the Big Spaghetti Junction, there's this little box. That is where the fire station is, so we're going to head over there and grab a fire truck. So straight off the bat, this game now has like a sat-nav system. So in the original release, you could place a waypoint on the map, but it wouldn't actually show you a route to it. This is going to make this mission even easier than it was before. So as I said, we're going to go and grab a fire truck. Now, this is immediately after me doing the first mission in the game, where you escape the baller car. I've not even been to see Ryder down the street at the moment. Now, the reason I'm doing this so early on is because it gets you around $40,000 to $50,000, which isn't super important, but it's nice to have a bit of money at the beginning of the game. You know, you can buy some clothes, get the haircut you want, all that stuff, buy some guns. But you also become fireproof. Another point, which is probably the most important, is as you progress through the game, gangs are going to be more hostile to you, and it's more difficult to do these while you've got the gangs shooting at you and so on. So I like to get the firefighter, the vigilante missions, and even the taxi missions and the paramedic missions all out of the way straight away. They all give you really good bonuses that will last for the entirety of the game. And you also get easy money, and if you're looking to 100% the game, you're going to struggle doing these later on. They are very possible. I'm not saying it's completely impossible to do them later on, but you may as well get the bonuses for doing them and get them out of the way early on, in my opinion. So I'm heading over to the beach area, and there's a good reason for that. You can do these missions at any point in the game and anywhere on the map. All the locations of the fire are randomly spawned. So the reason I've come over to the beach is that for whatever reason the cars seem to just spawn along this long road. Now I do end up having to go out into the countryside a little bit later on, but most of the early ones are actually on this main road, so I'm able to build up a lot of time to complete the mission. Each time you put out fire, it adds time to your bank so that you have longer to put out the other fires. Obviously, just staying around this nice open area, you can build up time quite quickly, so that if you ever have to get to a far away vehicle fire or a difficult one to get to, you're going to have time built up for later. The main tips I'd say for doing this is avoid police, unlike what I just did there. Try and take care of your fire truck. Obviously, if you blow the fire truck up, or if you crash it into water, or if you flip it, you're going to have a bad time, and you're probably going to have to restart the mission because you're not going to get to another fire truck before the mission fails. So look after your fire truck. Always follow the main roads. You'll see a little bit later on in the video that I will go a ridiculously long way around just to follow the sat-nav. It's not because I don't know the map, it's because I don't want to flip the fire truck over and then fail the mission and have to start again. So there's really not much else for me to say. I'm going to speed through the footage. All in all, this took me around 15 minutes. It was like a 15-minute recording. So yeah, I'm basically just starting at the beach and just following the sat-nav and putting out the fires. The last thing I'll say is make sure that you're putting out the people as well. You have to put out the car, and then sometimes the people will be on fire and they also count. So each one you put out, make sure you're spraying the people down as well, and just checking your mini-map to make sure all the blue squares or triangles have gone, and then just move on to the next fire. There's really not much else for me to say. I'll skip through the footage and I'll get to the end, and you'll be able to see that I've done 12 levels and where we get the achievement. Alright, so I'm coming up to the last couple of fires now. You can see that I've still got 15 minutes left on the clock. Put out 70 fires and I'm on level 12. I have ended up in the countryside. There was a few annoying ones to get to, but just stick to the roads like I said. It's tempting to take shortcuts, but trust me, you'll flip the fire engine if you're not careful, and you'll have to do it all over again. So just keep going. You can see that I've got $32,000 as well. And I'm just about to go down here and put out the last fire. The achievement doesn't actually pop up on screen because I'm using a USB drive to record directly from my Xbox Series X and notifications don't show up, but you'll see there that it says mission 12 complete, you are now completely fireproof, and it says firefighter complete. I was actually the first person in the world to get this achievement. Currently now UK time, the game's been out for 30 minutes and the achievement was unlocked by 0.00% of players. So that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to do the taxi, ambulance and vigilante one straight away. I'm going to be pumping out videos for this non-stop until I've 100%ed every single game. So if there's any particular achievement you're stuck on or anything you want help with, there's going to be a guide for it on my channel. Just bear with me. I'm going to be hammering this over the next week. And yeah, thank you for stopping by. Shout out anyone that's been with me since the beginning. My first videos were on Grand Theft Auto 3. I'm super excited to be making videos again. I'm doing this just out of the pure love of Grand Theft Auto. These really are my favourite games ever, and it's going to be an absolute pleasure to 100% them all over again. So thanks for stopping by. See you in the next one.